Little Nitro.
Stat.
If James lost, he'd have to eat a dub.
I'm not doing that. Did you see that clip of Deion Sanders?
You don't call Nick Saban Nick. Don't call me Deion.
Let me put some respect on his name. Welcome to the Paul Rodriguez Show, where we will today be talking about all things NFL, mainly a certain team with a certain loss yesterday. Before we do that, please welcome in producer James, doing everything he can to support the show, and the man, the DF Dub, with potentially live studio audience. In the DF Dub, West Washington. I got the red, you got the green, James holding down the black for the Paul Rodriguez Show. Merry Christmas to all. To all y'all celebrating all holidays. Shout out to everybody.
I didn't get the memo.
It's all good, bro.
Get the memo.
Tomorrow you'll know. It's okay. It's all right. Got to surprise everybody. Keep you on your toes.
All right.
West Washington, how you living, sir? You looking good? Spiffy out there?
I'm doing good, man. Despite the bad weekend or the bad day yesterday, but other than that, man, I'm doing good. Feeling good. It's starting to get a little chilly out there, but not too bad yet. Not too bad yet.
Neighbor keeping you warm or what?
Weather.
Neighbor keeping him warm.
Dude, stop that, man. Don't do that.
I see.
James, don't start that already.
I'm just
Let's
asking,
start
man.
peaceful.
How's the weather out there right now, Wes? I mean, we're getting some Arctic energy
Blast.
coming down. I don't want to say that word. I don't know. I just didn't want to keep it out there in the ether like that. We're getting some big winter weather coming down from the north. It's going to be 17 in Central Texas on Thursday. How are you going to fare with all this crazy weather in DFW?
I mean, I just hope I don't mind it cold. I just don't want the ice and the snow. Cold weather, wind, all that kind of stuff doesn't really bother me. It's when you start to talk about ice and snow. So I worry about that. I'm not used to driving in that.
It's okay.
But it's gonna be pretty cold Christmas Eve for the Cowboys Eagles game.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's go ahead and put to bed. Let's go ahead and bury. Let's not bury the lead, as they say, but let's bury the Dallas Cowboys in this instance. An absolute shame debacle occurred yesterday in the noon hour, where the Dallas Cowboys gave up a 17-point lead with three quarters down. Third quarter, it just absolutely fell apart. Kellen Moore didn't put the gas pedal to the floor. Mike McCarthy has no idea what situational football awareness is, and it is a shame that Dak Prescott continues to underperform and be underwhelming in the most critical parts of an entire career that he has had for the past 7 years. It's a shame that Dan Quinn couldn't stop Trevor Lawrence, couldn't stop the running game, couldn't stop Zay Jones. Shout out to Austin High. But what I just can't understand is how the number one pressuring defense, sacking defense, completely lays an egg. Well, not completely, because Michael Parsons got home one time. But it was one time early in the game when they needed that sack at the end of the game. They didn't have the juice. You can call whatever you want as far as holding. You can call whatever you want with Lawrence getting the ball out of his hands. Sunshine was doing sunshine things. And I just don't understand how we still cannot get past this December gameplay by the Cowboys. And for all the other Dallas Cowboys fans out there, love them, leave them, you know what y'all can do? Y'all can just pump the brakes, because you all understand that energy is not going to get people excited when the postseason comes. Wes called it. He put the energy out there. He picked the Dallas Cowboys. I'm not blaming him. I got to blame everybody affiliated with the Dallas Cowboys, from Mike McCarthy to Jerry Jones to Stephen Jones. Hell, to the goddamn people moving the equipment in and out of the trucks, transporting that equipment all over the United States. And for all of y'all, I chose to pick a different brand last night when it came to my evening sixer. Because last night, I chose a different product. And it wasn't one that had an M and end with an "ite." Because I said I'm not participating in any product Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys have to deal with. I'm just not going to do it. Y'all lose, you don't get my support. It's real simple. Now, is it going to be a week-to-week basis? You better believe your britches it is. But Wes Washington, the man who foresaw this coming, the debacle in December, as they may say. If I coined it, give me the credit. But the debacle in December for the Dallas Cowboys is a complete travesty. It's unbecoming of those who want to wear Roger Staubach on their shirt and pretend to be QB1. Let the champions be the champions, Troy and Roger. Other than that, for QB1s who want to wear that shirt, keep it on in the locker room or keep it on under your pads. You don't need to be supporting, or you don't need to be putting on that you're going to be a champion quarterback. Because when you do, then you can wear the shirt. I digress. Oh, I'm talking about Dak Prescott, by the way.
Well, I've been talking about him all year long. It falls on him. This team they're not gonna do anything unless he can play good. I admit he had a good first half, but you gotta play the full game. You gotta have 2 good halves. Even if I look at the interception that they lost on in overtime, that's not on him. That's on Noah Brown. He put the ball where it's supposed to be, but you shouldn't have went to overtime in the first place, because all you got to do is you got to get 1 first down in the fourth quarter after the defense pulls off an interception. So that, so it's really, it's a lot on Dak. I don't know who it is between Kellen Moore and Dak that keeps passing so much, but I think you got to start to look at Mike McCarthy as like, hey, he's got to go tell Kellen, hey, dude, stop it. He's got to be, he's at one point. So now I'm starting to look more at Mike McCarthy about it, because, if he's allowing it to happen, then it's on him. But I mean, dude, they're just, they're just not a good team. I don't think they're a good team. The defense, if they can't get to the pass rush, if they can't rely on that, they're ordinary defense. But I've also seen some guys stepping up. You got Bland stepping up in the secondary. I thought Bland had a great game. I thought he played great. He gave him a chance to win the game. But I'm still coming back to the offense, because they, when they need it, they can't make plays. When they need to win a game, Dak can't make plays. They can't win the games when they need it. They needed that game yesterday to clinch the playoffs. Yes, they do clinch them anyway, but it's not the way that they should. They, because they should have won that game, and then they have a chance against the Eagles, to take the division. But to me, they're just not a great team. You also have problems with just not closing games out.
They're not killers, Wes. They have no killer instinct in them. There's nobody on that roster, because that team is a reflection of their coach, their finesse and their speed on defense. They are not killers. They do not have that cutthroat ability. Not like the teams in the 90s. They're not built like that. And that's a reflection of Mike McCarthy.
They can't go out there and rely on that run game, and they won't do it to go beat up people. You saw it with the Cowboys in the 90s with Emmitt Smith and that great line. When they had a lead in the third, fourth quarter, whatever, dude, they just ran it down your throats, and they just took that time off the clock. And this team can't do it. They're doing too many 3 and outs, and they're giving the other team too many chances to come back, and they just can't put people away. So, I mean, dude, they're pretenders, man. They really are just pretenders. They get your hopes up. You think they're going to do something. Everybody, on the media, because that's the thing about it. It seems like the league don't want the Cowboys to be good. They want the Cowboys to actually maybe be kind of good, and then they're going to shut them down, dude. Only thing that saved the Cowboys from having the worst loss yesterday was the Patriots. That was the saddest thing I've ever seen in my life, the way the Patriots lost. Did you see that?
Yeah, we're going to get to the rest of the NFL. I want to stay with the Cowboys for a little bit longer here. Not a problem. Look, the Cowboys' biggest problem was they ran the ball 41 times and they threw 30 times. They were in a win there. They ran the ball like they were supposed to. The problem was the types of runs, the sweeps, the tosses. Why are we trying to pitch and Dak Prescott can't sell the pitch? If you're going to go ahead and let the guy stand in the middle of you and your pitch man, you got to cut the ball up. Is he not practicing that? Then you have Kellen Moore having just crazy plays where you already ran the ball first and second down in the third quarter, and you're going to throw on 3rd and 10 a 55-yard attempt, and you can't even get the ball completed? Why are we throwing underneath? And what I've noticed from Dak Prescott is when he's going through his progression, he wants the home run hit rather than taking what the defense gives him underneath. And that, to me, is a problem. There is no rhythm. In the third quarter for the Dallas Cowboys, they took the foot off the gas pedal. They thought the Jaguars were going to lay down, and with 3 minutes left, they go 3 and out, and they can't control the ball. And that's when the tide turned. And it was embarrassing. I don't know how Mike McCarthy can look himself in the eye and say, we got to get better. We need to do things differently. We need to learn from these mistakes. I'm tired of hearing McCarthy and Prescott say that, because at this time of the year is when the pretenders are the pretenders and the contenders are the contenders. And right now, if this is going to be the way Dallas is going to play their games, everybody is going to continue to have the feelings they have for the Cowboys, where September, October, November, it's rah, rah, let's have a great time. But when December comes, it's the debacle in December. And things need to change. And it's because they're just not tough, man. They're not a cutthroat, ruthless team. And it is embarrassing that as Dallas Cowboy fans, who we want to be supportive, we want to buy the merchandise, if you have a conscience and you're not participating with the Dallas Cowboys when they lose, I think you're doing great. But if you're just a blind faith Dallas Cowboy D4L zombie, how I coined it one time, shame on you, because Jerry Jones won't change things until it affects one thing. Wes, what is that one thing Jerry prides himself most over everything?
It's the bottom line, dude.
The bottom line, that's right.
It's tough, though. It's tough to not support your team. Like, I mean, you basically gotta.
It's easy for me.
It's like your kid. I mean, how hard if you had a kid and you get your kid that's having a rough time in life, and then you got to be like, hey, I'm cold turkey. I'm leaving you alone.
You don't want me to answer that question.
Can't do it. It's just very tough. People love to go to Jerry World, even if the Cowboy fans stop going. I think that the other teams would come in. If you ever go to games here in Jerry World, the opponent, like, there a lot of teams love to come to Dallas. And so I guarantee you this game on Christmas Eve, it's going to be a lot of Eagle fans. I mean, a lot. So it's going to be tough for people to be like, hey, oh man, here you go.
It's just you go to games.
It's going to be tough for people to back away from it.
Are you going to the game Saturday, sir?
Huh?
Are you going to the game?
Yeah, I'm going to the game. What do you want me to do?
I want you to be this passionate when they don't deserve your passion right now, Wes. They don't deserve your attention. They don't deserve anything but you enjoying yourself at home watching this game, because this energy that I'm looking at right now, this energy is what the Dallas Cowboys do not, they don't deserve it. Jerry Jones doesn't deserve it. The fans don't deserve it. Hell, the team doesn't deserve it. It's just a sham. It's just frustrating. And it's because from someone from my vantage point who sees the game just a little bit differently, the deficiencies that the Cowboys show week in and week out are nauseating. They cannot be trusted. They are fool's gold. They are a fugazi right now. And it is just shocking that these people can go out week in and week out and prepare. Micah Parsons, in his interview, stated that the looks we were getting from the offense was not what they prepared for during the week. What the hell are you preparing for during the week then? You're telling me that Doug Peterson is waiting till he plays the Dallas Cowboys to give a look that they've never seen before in the entire 15 weeks or 14 weeks leading up to the Dallas Cowboy game? You have got to be shitting me. Somebody didn't do enough work.
Well,
somebody didn't go back far enough to when Doug Peterson was coaching with Philly and pull that tape. Maybe when Doug Peterson was a defense or offensive coordinator somewhere and pull that tape when they pulled Dallas. They're just not doing enough work. And that is Dan Quinn's fault.
Well, Mike McCarthy came out today and he said, well, what games are you talking about? Because he said, I mean, I'm guessing he's saying that it wasn't just for this game. But he says, you know, teams are going to have surprises. Teams are going to have something. They're going to work on something different. You know, you can prepare for whatever somebody's going to do in the past, but are they really going to do it again?
You know what that sounds like, Wes?
Are they really going to come at you that same way?
You know what that sounds like to me?
I'm just saying, I would hope teams, especially in the NFL, play different teams differently. That's the way I kind of see it. Unless you just, you're that good. Unless you're that good, you're that much better than people where you can just line up and just, you know, go beat them and do whatever you want. Like, you know, you've seen some great teams like with the Patriots and the Cowboys in the 90s. It didn't matter the Cowboys in the 90s. When they wanted to run the ball, they were going to run the ball. There wasn't nothing you could do about it because you know why? Because the offensive line was better than the guys in front of them. I don't know if this offensive line now is better than the guys in front of them. They have some great players. They have some Hall of Fame talent on that line, but is it at that point where they were in their Hall of Fame? Peters, you can't tell me Peters is in his Hall of Fame like years right now. You can't tell me Tyron Smith is in his Hall of Fame years. They have him on a pitch count. You know, you got Zach Martin, yes, but I don't know if you have that talent around him. I think you know what hurt the Cowboys big time was losing Frederick.
He retired, man.
As the center. Well, he had to because of medical, but I think that was a bigger thing than they let on because I don't know what's his Basadi? What's his name? Bashadi?
Who you talking about? Biotage? Biotage.
Biotage.
Yeah.
I don't know. Biotage is nothing close to Fredericks. Not even close. And I think that's a big thing right there.
Listen, I want to get back to what you said. I want to get back to what you said with McCarthy. When you said what McCarthy mentioned in his press game or his post game press conference, is that you said something along the lines that some teams are going to give you different looks that we're not going to, or that they haven't seen. And to me, all I heard was that's what losers say. That's what losers do. They give you an excuse rather than owning it and overcoming the challenge, rather than figure out a way to beat your opponent in game. You want to make up excuses. Well, you know what they say about excuses. And I'll let everybody just fill in the blanks. If you don't know, everybody has one. Let's just put it this way. And I just don't understand why. I don't understand why Jerry continues to put coaches who have glaring deficiencies as the head coach of America's team, the highest valued franchise in the world, the most devoted fans who travel and will be blindly following the star and being financially giving to the Dallas Cowboys when they cannot be consistently successful. It's just mind-boggling to me. You all right there,
really?
buddy? You all right there?
Oh, man. We know why. We know why Jerry does what he does. Why he gets these coaches in here.
It's not. I'm not asking a question here. I'm just making a statement that it should be. You should be offended. Like for everybody going out there supporting and buying all the Cowboys, you should be offended. I'm offended.
Man, stop it, dude. I know you're picking at me just because
No.
of course,
This has nothing to do with you, Wes.
dressed in Cowboy
It has
gear daily.
nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with the people who have contributed to a nearly $8 billion valuation of the Dallas Cowboys. That's my problem. You cannot do that alone. It takes the masses. They all should be offended. Jerry Jones should be harping and ranting and raving how this team can't win. But he doesn't do that because he knows that's not going to sell.
But dude, it's like having a kid, man. You can't give up on your kid.
Well, some would say different, James.
Carla said she's offended. I'm guessing it's because the Bears lost to the Cowboys this year. I'm guessing that's why she's offended. I don't know.
The Bears did take out Jalen Hurts, apparently.
Oh,
Hey,
doing them a favor.
Bears, yeah, thanks for that.
Cowboys getting
We
all
needed
sorts
them
of favors. They got a favor from the Bears for taking out Jalen Hurts. They're getting favors from, New York Giants, Washington, one of the two.
Okay.
Yeah, making it into the playoffs. Thank you.
What does taking out Jalen Hurts do for the Cowboys?
Bro, you've been on his sack all year. You tell me.
The Eagles are still going to beat the Cowboys without Jalen Hurts.
Okay, Wes. Okay.
You telling me? Minshew? Is it Minshew? I think yeah. You telling me he can't beat the Cowboys? The way the way this team is playing? Come on, be for real. Because you know what? Up front, the Eagles are just better. They're tougher. They're better. Defensive
Here we go.
line.
Here it is.
Tougher,
Here it
better
is.
than the offensive line.
Come on. Sell it. Sell it, Wes.
Their offensive line tougher and better than Cowboys defensive line.
That's why
That's where the game is won.
That's why he's wearing green today.
Yeah. Now I finally figured it out. Figured it out.
That's why he's wearing green
Didn't
today.
take too long, but that's why.
I'm wearing the Mavericks.
Oh.
It is Christmas time. This is from my favorite movie.
You know what I just heard, Wes?
Christmas
You know what I
story.
just heard? I heard, fly, Eagles, fly. Fly,
Dude,
Eagles.
no,
Look,
man.
Kevin Hart's
Stop
gonna
that.
be Kevin Hart's
this
gonna be
is me
kicking
being
in your
honest.
door right now. Kevin, come on, Kevin. Just kick in his door already. Let's go. Next thing you know, you're gonna have a
Oh,
Philadelphia Eagle bomber jacket.
dude, come on. I'm being honest. I'm being honest. That's the problem. You
Hey.
talking about it being a problem with me still wearing cowboy stuff. I'm being honest about the team.
Is
That's
that
the
why?
problem.
Is that why your little doll back there is green because he's a Philadelphia Eagle? Did you get brainwashed overnight? What's going on over here? You got somebody in your house. You better watch out.
Move the doll. I just moved the doll.
Is that a doll? It's a doll. You have a doll now? I thought it was an action
doll.
figure. You got a doll. Oh man.
Are y'all serious right now? I'm just
Just
saying.
asking questions.
I'm being honest about the team. Yo, you can't be that way.
Remember when
You got to be honest about it.
Remember when he gave me all that shit for me having dolls?
That's
Hey,
right.
James, are you
I
collecting?
remember.
Are you collecting dolls, James? What is this?
What was that? I remember.
That was last year with your Funkos.
Yeah, my Funko Pops. Whenever, yeah.
Oh, those little big head things. First of all,
my toys.
This is supposed to be. This is Snoop Dogg as like the shelf on the elf thing.
I know.
I
get
it
it.
was given to me.
It was a gift.
Wes got an elf on the shelf.
To me, it's kind of funny. Do I have any other dolls other than that? No. Whatever, man.
You do different activities. You
I just-
do different activities like the night before you fall asleep, so you can wake up and you can be like,
You know what?
"Oh, let me see what my elf on the shelf was doing."
Be all that
Just go
as
pray
it
for y'all.
may.
That's all I'm gonna do.
Be
man.
all
Come
that
on.
as it may.
Y'all
We done what? What do we do?
Y'all so wrong, man.
You're the one who put it in the frame. I wouldn't have known if you didn't put it in the frame.
You're the one wearing green. It's Christmas time,
Is
and
that
also it's some
Damon? Is
Mavericks.
Damon in the groove? What's going on over there? Who you got over there, Wes? He's not happy. He's not happy. Be that as it may, the Dallas Cowboys will be going on hosting the Philadelphia Eagles, Wes's new favorite team. This coming Christmas Eve, the red, the green, it is going to be all festive. But I got one thing to say. If the Dallas Cowboys don't win Christmas Eve, ain't nobody opening no presents Christmas Eve. Y'all all got to wait till the next morning at this house At James's house, I don't make the rules. Wes's house, it looks like it's a free for all over there.
Win,
Switching team.
lose, tie. We opening gifts.
Win, lose, or tie. Give me a break.
Come on, man.
Hey, I ain't
Speaking
got
of,
no presents over here. What you talking about, dude? This is I'm a single man. I ain't got no kids. I ain't got no presents.
we know because you already opened it. It's apparently over your left shoulder. For those watching us, it's over his right shoulder. 8:18, 8:18, 18 minutes after the hour. Let's get into a quick break. We got to reset. Maybe we'll have a wardrobe change by the man in the Plano or the DFW area. It will be fun to see what his next outfit could be. Live tonight on the Paul Rodriguez Show. We appreciate y'all tuning in. Stay with us. Give us a few minutes to reset. We'll be back momentarily. Talk a little bowl season. Talk a little bit more about the NFL. You got to be embarrassed if you're a Patriots fan, right?
Oh, yeah.
Packers winning right now 10-3 over the Los Angeles Rams at Lambeau Field. 13-time world champion.
13. I thought it was 14.
The marquee in Lambeau said 13.
It's got to be 14.
Oh, you can argue with him in Lambeau. That's all I got to say.
I'll do that.
I'm sure you will.
I'll call him right now.
Do that.
Yeah.
Are you a certificate holder?
I am not.
Will you ever be? Maybe.
Christmas right around the corner.
You better tell your people. Appreciate y'all. Give us a few minutes. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get right back into the NFL talk. Huge game for the Las Vegas Raiders, coming off a big victory over the New England Patriots with a wild ending. Chandler Jones intercepting a lateral to end the game by returning it for a touchdown, leading the victory over the New England Patriots. Mac Jones did not play well. The New England Patriots did enough to win that game, but of course they do come up short. Wes, a fantastic way to see a team go down, which was troubling, but also kind of cool because Chandler Jones is on my dynasty team, so it doesn't hurt to get like 20 points at the end of a game, boost your season. He hasn't done anything for me either all year, but Chandler Jones getting things done yesterday for the Las Vegas Raiders. Jacobs didn't do anything. Devontae Adams didn't do anything. How did Las Vegas pull this win out?
Did they really pull it out as much as the Patriots blew it? That's got to be the biggest,
Well, Chandler Jones could have dropped it
of all time. Yeah, he could have dropped it. Yes, that's all thing they could have, But why are they doing this? You're not losing the game. You're tied.
Mm-hmm.
You're in overtime.
Mm-hmm.
There's no reason. If I'm Bill Belichick, dude, I don't know, dude. Unless whoever did it was really that good, I think I would have sent him home and be like, dude, you're no more part of the team. Because that's a huge way to lose the game. And it just makes you look dumb. But unless Bill Belichick called it that way, if I'm Bill Belichick, whoever did it, you're God.
You don't think that he really called that lateral, right?
There's got to be no way he
called
that.
No way.
There's no way he did it. And so if you did that as a player, especially if I'm Bill Belichick, and there's no way he called it, if there's no way the offensive coordinator called it, if the player did it by itself, then
but there was two players that did it.
Gotta happen.
There was two players. It was Stevenson, the running back, first lateral to Jacoby Myers, and then Myers was trying to throw it back to Mac Jones. For what?
Whoever's involved in it.
Okay, so you're not getting rid of your first. You're not getting rid of Myers, and you're not getting rid of Stevenson.
I'm doing something. I'll suspend him. I don't care, because at this point it don't matter.
I think once the first guy, Jacoby Myers, right?
No, it was Stevenson.
I think the time when he first lateraled it, they were like, okay, this is what we're doing. And they might have all just got caught up in the whole drill, because once you initiate that thing, it's we have to get into the end zone. But they weren't in that position to begin with.
That doesn't happen to Bill Belichick coach teams.
No.
That happens to McCarthy coach teams. Mike McCarthy. Okay.
Hey, watch your mouth.
Mike McCarthy. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Hey, the first guy that got thrown back to, he should have went down.
Exactly.
There was no reason for him to throw another one.
Exactly.
It's ball game, dude. Stop. You're not losing. You're tied. You're going overtime. My three worst losses from the weekend in the NFL: the Patriots, Colts, Cowboys.
Patriots, Colts.
Can't argue with that.
Yeah, but that Colts game was Saturday. That's why I was like Sunday. But yeah, I see what you're saying.
I said weekend.
Yeah, you did. I'm sorry, you did.
Weekend.
You did. My bad.
Is Matty Ice not the worst quarterback of all time?
He has got to be.
He is.
Somebody's got some kind of trance over him, and it's just half of it is him, and half of it's the defense. And to me, what I saw with Indianapolis' defense is the same shit happened to Dallas in the third quarter. They just stopped. They just stopped playing. And I'm like, dude, you still have a whole half. But you got to give shout out to Kirk Cousins. The dude just let it rip. He did have 2 picks, but he let it rip for 4 touchdowns. We cannot forget about that part of it.
I don't know how you lose that game. I remember, going and seeing it. We're at the bar and I'm seeing it and I'm watching it and I'm still looking at the time and I'm like, it was 33-0. Like was it into the third quarter or something, or 33 to single digits at least in the third quarter.
I got it right here.
And you lose that game, like I mean, come on, like what do you go talk about in the locker room after you lose something like that?
It was 33 to 0 until 8 minutes into the third quarter when the Vikings scored. It was 33 to 0, almost halfway into the third quarter. That's crazy.
Can I ask you fellas a question?
Yeah.
How much fault falls on Jeff Saturday?
All of it.
All of it?
All of
100%?
it. All of it. He's the head coach.
No.
Okay, that's like saying you can't blame McCarthy. That's like saying you can't blame McCarthy for the Dallas loss. You have to blame McCarthy.
I blame Matt Ryan because I mean, you look at it. Jeff Saturday, did Jeff Saturday coach that Super Bowl against the Patriots?
Nope, but Jeff Saturday played in plenty of Super Bowls, plenty of playoff games, plenty of NFL games.
Dude, it's Matt Ryan. It's Matty Ice.
Yeah, but Wes, Matt Ryan doesn't play on the defense who is allowing all these points to get through.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Facts.
I know where you're coming from, and I am right there with you. But you can't put 100% blame.
The Colts defense and the Dallas defense both gave up over 500 yards in offense. They both allowed 500 yards plus. And that's the problem. The defense can't stop anybody.
But your offense has got to do something. If your offense does something, it changes the way the defense plays. You know it. Because the offense couldn't do anything.
Well, Jonathan Taylor did get hurt.
When the opponent's offense comes on the field, they don't have to change the way they play because the Dallas offense hasn't done anything. So they can still keep their game plan going. They can still keep the run game in there. And we know what the weakness is of the Dallas defense. It's the run game, especially to the outside. And that's the weakness. And if they can still keep that run game going, they're still subject to some things. But you know what, dude? The Cowboys also had some plays where, dude, it was a matter of inches. I think it was on one play, was it Wilson? The ball literally went right through his hands when Sunshine threw the ball. Like it went like inches through his hands, and they got that first down.
And then inches when they could have stopped that receiver that got out of bounds on his own right at the end of the game. That's another inches game.
That was huge.
But look here, the Colts. The Colts ran for 171 yards and threw for 170 yards. Matt Ryan was
terrible.
No, Matt Ryan was 19 of 33 with a touchdown and no interceptions. How is it his fault? It's not his fault.
Come on, dude. Are you serious?
He didn't have any turnovers.
It doesn't matter.
The secondary for the Colts. The secondary for the Colts gave up 426 yards passing. How's that Matt Ryan's fault?
How much of that was to Rich Jefferson?
Oh, probably a lot.
Yeah, and are you able to just negate that to be like, well, it's Richard Jefferson? Like, do you you're not gonna shut him down completely? You know what I mean?
See, KJ Osborne, 10 receptions, 157 yards receiving. Justin Jefferson, 12 receptions, 123 yards receiving.
Did I say Richard Jefferson?
Yes.
I was thinking that. So I'm San Antonio Spurs. Oh.
But dude, if your offense is doing nothing but 3 and outs, you're putting more pressure on the defense. Your offense has to get some drives. They got to get some drives in the second half, in the fourth quarter. And you know it. Come on, dude. You know why they're making these comebacks because there's nothing but 3 and outs, 3 and outs, 3 and outs, and you're giving the offense so many chances.
The Indianapolis Colts time of possession was 36 minutes and 37 seconds. The Vikings time possession 33 minutes and 20 seconds. What the hell are you talking about?
Well, is that for the game or is that
The
second
whole,
half?
the
Give me
whole
second
game.
half.
The whole game.
So, but no, you got to give me the second half time of possession because that's when the game changed. Who was possessing the ball in the second half? And I'm guarantee you that it was the Vikings. Come on, bro.
I mean,
No.
I feel like he's got a
like
slight point because something did change.
Okay.
When he said something changed, something did change.
Okay, here we go. And let's see, where is this at? Where's the first touchdown? The first series for the Colts was 4 minutes long. It was they had one first down and then they had 3 and out. It lasted 4 minutes. The next possession by the Vikings, touchdown. That lasted 4 minutes. The next possession, the Colts score a field goal. And that's another 4 minutes right there. The next possession by the Vikings is a touchdown. Now it's the end of the third quarter.
All right.
Now we have
and what are they doing the fourth quarter?
Punt. This is the Colts. Punt, fumble, turnover and downs, punt. The game's over.
Exactly.
Okay, but they're not 3 and outs. They're not 3 and outs though, Wes. That's the difference.
No, you still got to have better drives than that, and that's just what. Matty Ice is bad in the fourth quarter, dude. Stop it, man.
So what about the defense? So you're telling me just telling me straight up that Matt Ice got to give the defense more time to rest? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Yes, exactly what I'm trying to tell you.
Dude, you're a defense that has you have a 29-point lead at the middle of the third quarter. You got a 29-point lead. And you give up 29 points.
They shut them out in the first half.
So?
They had shut them out in the first half.
So what were they doing different in the first half?
Also, do we know if any of the defensive players for the Colts went down? They lose anybody?
I don't know.
I'm just saying, dude.
It's a good question. It's a good question.
I'm just saying. There's no way if you're up 33-0 in the third quarter that you can't close that out as an offense. It's almost an offensive thing right there because you know what? All you got to do is hold on to the ball.
Well, I'll tell you what, Wes is consistent. Wes is consistent because he blamed Dak and he's blaming Matt Ryan. So at least he's consistent. James, go.
No, I'm just saying, I mean, I honestly don't give a shit about these teams, but I mean, it comes down to a number of things when you're that was the biggest comeback in NFL history, right?
I don't know, maybe.
And from my understanding, and then it's Matt Ryan for the 2 biggest comebacks that was on the opposite end of them. So not a good look for him. So I see where Wes is coming from. But in this position, you know, you got Jeff Saturday, you got time management, you have the defense. The defense allowed those points to be scored. You can't ignore that. And as far as Matt Ryan, is he not doing what he's told? You know what I'm saying? Like, go Matt Ryan. Yeah. Like, I mean, if you're a coach, are you and you're coaching Matt Ryan at this point in his career? If you're Jeff Saturday, is Matt Ryan doing what he's told?
Probably not. It's collaborative. They're working together because you got to understand he's a 36-year-old NFL vet who has played in the Super Bowl, lost the Super Bowl. Bro, what's your face for?
I mean, what credentials do you have? I know you're naming them, but I mean, maybe I'm spoiled, you know. But
you've had 24 years of absolute NFL Hall of Fame quarterbacks.
Okay,
yeah,
that's why I said maybe.
So here's the thing. So here's the difference. You're telling me that Aaron Rodgers isn't going to make up the plays that he wants when he wants them?
Yeah. Sometimes on the fly. Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
now
but
granted,
because I feel like he has that authority
because he's won
2-time MVP.
Because he's won, it's actually 4-time, but he's only won one Super Bowl.
I'm talking back to back.
I got you. See what you're saying.
Okay.
But he's only won one Super Bowl.
Okay.
My point is that Matt Ryan is a highly intellectual quarterback. Now his body, no, bro. Your brain doesn't go, your body does.
Okay.
Your body goes, ask Aaron. The brain's fine. It's the body that's having a problem right now. The point that I'm trying to make is Matt Ryan will go with Matt Ryan, in my belief, will go with the game plan, but he's a part of the game plan. He's a part of formulating the game plan, in my opinion. And so we're going to get to a stat here in a minute. You Houston Oilers fans may want to turn this off in a minute. But I think Matt Ryan does what he's told, but that doesn't mean I believe Matt Ryan can't make adjustments. So he may have a call, but he may turn it. Instead of it going to the right, he's going to switch to the left. Or there may be 3 play calls that are sent into the huddle, and he's going to change it to the play call he likes. So that's a part of the game plan, but he's going to pick and choose what plays he wants to run because you're going to get options. Yeah. So,
but I
don't
mean,
know if that answers your question.
Still like I guess like as far as like administering fault to, I mean, dude, how does this happen? How does this happen? You're up 30, like Wes was saying, you're up 33 points.
Yep.
In the middle of the third.
They were up.
Stop it, man. It's Matt Ryan's fault.
33-7.
I can't put full blame on Matt Ryan because Matt Ryan doesn't play defense, and the defense allowed those points to happen. Matt Ryan had a factor.
What are you talking about? They shut him out in the defense. Shut him out in the first half.
Oh, okay. Matt Ryan did. Matt Ryan did. Oh, what did you say? The defense did, right?
No. Defense shut out them in the first half.
Okay, so what didn't the defense do in the middle of the third quarter up until the end of the game?
You know what the defense did in the fourth quarter when Matt Ryan couldn't do anything? They got tired and they got beat. But dude, it's the NFL. You can't. You should never be able to shut out a NFL team for 4 quarters.
So I'm gonna stop you right there. Finish your butt. I didn't know you had a butt. Finish your butt.
But I think as you have to have a quarterback that can get you a drive in the fourth quarter if you're a great team. They can shut you out. If your offense is great, if you're a great team and you have a big lead going into the fourth quarter, you can win the trenches, offensive line, and they run the ball. If you look at the great teams, that's what they did. They have a lead and they just put you away in the fourth quarter. I don't know who to blame it on. I don't know if it's Matt Ryan. I still say blame Matt Ryan.
Okay.
But with the Cowboys, I don't know who to blame it on.
All right.
So they need to figure it out.
Now, all you Houston Oilers fans, go ahead and turn away right now. Turn it off because you're about to get in your feelings. The largest comeback ever was in the January 3rd, 1993 playoff game. In the 92-93 NFL playoffs, the Buffalo Bills overcame a 35-3 deficit, beating the visiting Houston Oilers in a 41-38 final. A lot of you Oiler fans, that one hurts. I know. I watched it.
Shout out Papa Romeo. He dropped that in the chat
earlier today, right now.
Before you mentioned it.
Oh, see, because you jokers kept talking before I could get to it.
Hey, credit to him, man.
Well, I'd hope he would know.
We might need to get him a desk with a laptop, all that. You know. Hey, Papa Romeo, pull that up.
Yeah, maybe.
So I guess that was the record for a regular season game. So maybe that was a playoff game. I guess that was the record for a regular season. I
just searched biggest comeback over NFL history ever. So maybe that was the regular season one. Makes sense if that were the case. Houston Oilers fans are turning in their couches right now.
But how much time was left when in the fourth quarters? In the fourth quarters, what was the lead in the Oilers game compared to the game the other night? That's
all I know is at halftime it was 35-3 in the Oilers game with Buffalo at half.
I'm just saying, like, what is the greatest fourth quarter?
He's just saying.
I love how you think we have 15 producers back here that can just pull stats when we're doing it live on the air.
Hey, he's just saying. What he should.
He's just saying, right?
That useless ass elf that he has back there. Go look some shit up. Damn.
Put him to work.
Yeah, y'all wearing the same colors. Y'all wearing the same colors.
Okay, Wes, here we go.
Look up.
Wes, here we go. in the fourth quarter, it was 36-14 in the Indianapolis Vikings game. 30 in the start of the fourth quarter, 36-14. Let me go find the box score for this Houston game.
Sorry, what? Dude,
You talking about me?
my producer James is fired.
Oh,
For what?
So the direct.
Yeah, you are. You're producer James. What are you paying me, brother?
I don't think that's who he's talking about. He's not talking about you.
Okay.
I love how y'all are just leaving all this dead air.
Oh no, dude, my bad. I thought we were waiting for you to finish.
Well, I'm trying to find it
Yeah, we are.
because we have 10,000 producers here looking. All right, here we go, Wes.
I'm just surprised we haven't taken a.
Well, I'm sure we'll get there soon enough. Okay. Going into the fourth quarter of the Buffalo Houston Oilers game, January 3rd, 1993, it was 38-38 going into the fourth quarter.
Right.
What do you? I can't see Wes. What do you mean exactly? What do you opining there?
So they gave up the biggest fourth quarter lead ever.
You're talking about the Colts. Okay.
Colts, yes.
So
That's got to be the biggest fourth quarter lead ever, right?
possibly, potentially, sure. I don't know. I don't have a statistician. We don't have a statistician on payroll here to do all that digging.
Oh my God, my bad, dude. Man, you know what, dude?
What, Wes? What?
You know,
What?
I try to work with y'all. I try to do these things. I try to be cool with y'all, but for some reason, dude, y'all just like to pick on me, and I get it. It's fun for y'all. But you know what, man? I'm all heart, motherfucker. So like, you know, it hurts. It hurts.
Make sure you get the wrist in there, James.
Yeah. Man, here y'all go.
James playing
Really?
ukulele
I'm
over here or
all
something. I
playing
don't know
my-
what James is playing.
Dude.
Who are you looking at?
Wes, you need a hug, Wes.
My studio audience that I'm about to get rid of.
You about to kick him out?
Dude, yeah, he is done. This is the last time he
Let's
gets
go
in,
ahead.
Studio.
Let's go ahead and get into the Philadelphia Eagles and the Chicago Bears. Chicago was giving the Philadelphia Eagles everything they could handle. Justin Fields running all over the Philly defense, just like Hurts was doing. Philadelphia pulls out the game late, 25-20 victory over the Chicago Bears. Just like it, man. I'm a big, strong believer in the Bears coming up. They're a few pieces away. James doesn't like it because he's a die hard, maybe die with love, die hard with love will be the future unless he gets traded.
Come on, man. You're a believer in the Bears.
Man, Justin Fields is a special quarterback.
I have said this numerous times on the show.
Yeah.
I like Justin Fields.
Yeah, he's a good player. He's a good,
He is.
solid player. They're a couple of pieces away.
Okay.
They're a couple of pieces.
Okay.
Hey, you got to admit that the Bears are actually, I think the Bears and the Packers are going two different directions. I think the Packers are going down.
Don't forget Detroit.
And then I think the Bears are trending up. And don't forget Detroit.
Don't forget
'cause
Detroit.
They have a chance to make the playoffs. They're
Playoffs.
if you look at their their remaining games.
Yeah.
If you look at their remaining games, they should win out. The Lions should win out. And if they have the right things happen, dude, the Lions can be in the playoffs.
Easily.
But I definitely think that the Bears are getting better. They got to find a way to protect Fields. And, you know, they can do that through the draft. But, you know, I think they get better. I think it's – dude, I like Aaron Rodgers. He cracks me up. You know, he's kind of a dick, but I still like him. But I think I would like him to not finish his career in Green Bay.
Come to Dallas.
I don't know. I don't think he's gonna come to Dallas. I don't see him and Jerry being people, but I would definitely take him
Time
right
to
now.
take it in a
Dude,
heartbeat.
he fucking runs AT&T Stadium. He runs
Hey,
that motherfucker.
Hey,
Who
let's
does?
send.
Jerry?
Let's send.
Aaron Rodgers, when he gets there, he turns the lights on.
That's fine.
When he gets there, he turns
As
the
long
lights on.
as long as he's got a star on the side of his helmet, we're for it.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm all good with that.
You
Hey.
know that would make me sick, right?
Hey, OB,
Right now.
Wes, OBJ, Aaron Rodgers, trade Zeke, Tony Pollard, CeeDee Lamb, bro.
Whoa.
Sounds like a Super Bowl. Sounds like a Super
I
Bowl.
didn't say
I'm
that.
not gonna lie.
I didn't say
Sounds
that.
like a Super Bowl.
Sounds good to
Who
me.
you trading?
Zeke,
Who you trading?
Zeke. He has no contract after next year. He has no contract.
That's
What
I'm
has he
saying.
done? What
I
has
would-
he
I
done?
would right now.
He scored a touchdown in 7 straight games. That's what he's done.
Okay.
Hey, right now, I would trade
Dak,
Zeke,
Zeke.
and you know what? Throw in Tyron. Smith.
Nah, throw in Tyron and Michael Gallup and send their asses to Green Bay, and we'll get Mr. AR-12 down in Texas. Do it.
I don't know if I'm throwing in Gallup.
No, he's
Oh,
got to go. He's got to. His knees, bro. And they're gonna say OBJ. We're signing OBJ for 2 years. 2 years, $50 million guaranteed. Let's get to moving.
But if you throw in Gallup, then we gotta get a defensive guy. We gotta get there one of the better defensive guys,
No, just
defensive lineman or something.
No, give Dallas a third rounder for that deal. Aaron in the third, and we'll send you that whole package.
Lucky's saying in the chat, he said
I think you get a third rounder and a defensive guy.
I don't think so.
Lucky saying in the chat, trade Zeke, pick up Bijan, the running back from Texas.
I hate to say this, but the latest mock drafts I've seen,
I don't want no Longhorns.
you
No
know,
Longhorns.
I hate to say this, but he's gonna go to Denver.
Really?
Well, I mean, remember who has? I mean, he's gonna go to not Denver. He's gonna go to
Houston?
Houston
Yeah.
because who has? Wait, is it Houston?
No.
No.
It is Houston.
No,
He's
I
got
don't
the
think
number
he'll.
one
I don't
pick
think he'll
right
be the
now.
number one overall pick. I think it's gonna be Seattle, but they just got that other kid last past year, Kenneth Walker III.
Yeah.
So who's picking third? Do we know who's picking third?
I can look it up. Projected, what is it? Projected NFL.
Yeah. Mock draft
But
2023
if you're
draft.
Houston
order.
at the number one pick, who do you take? There's not a quarterback. that you think is number
Everybody
one.
out there is saying that Bryce Young will be the number one overall pick. I don't believe it though. It's too small.
But if Houston's number one pick, don't you have to take a quarterback?
They would pick-
You
they would
don't wait till the second round to get a quarterback.
They would take Bryce Young.
I'm saying, but you have to, right? If you're Houston, because you need a quarterback.
I
But
guess so.
I mean,
I would
'cause I
take.
don't think their offensive line is that bad, right?
I would take the best. I would take the best offensive lineman available. That would be me.
So we're talking about Bryce Young to Houston first.
Right, Bryce Young to Houston.
I don't think the Houston Texans offensive line is that bad. I think you might have to take a quarterback. I think their quarterback play is just that bad.
The one I'm looking at, they have Robinson going number 6 to Arizona.
Yeah, but he could also go to Philly
Yeah.
because Philly picks at 5.
Because
Yeah.
if you look when the Texans played the Cowboys, Driscoll made horrible decisions and probably could have beat the Cowboys if he would have made better decisions.
If that would have been
'Cause I think
Bryce
that
Young,
offensive line played good running the ball.
if that's Bryce Young instead of Driscoll, they win. Houston wins easily.
Oh, yeah.
Lucky said if they throw in unlimited massages, Houston will get them.
Otra vez. Here we go.
Hey, I'm just reading the
Whoa,
comments.
whoa, whoa.
I'm just
Hey,
reading. I'm
Lucky.
just reading the comments, man. I'm just reading the comments.
Hey, Lucky, you gotta chill out with that, bro. That's a Cleveland thing now.
Yeah, that's a Cleveland thing. And he looks so garbage right now. I gotta apologize to Wes. Wes, I'm sorry. You were right during the offseason. You were right because when we had this debate about Jacoby or Deshaun, and I was like, if they do well, you got to leave Jacoby. You said no, he's gonna play, and I was like, I don't know, man. Or somebody, it came up
He,
something like
he's
that.
got to though.
He's got too much money on the line.
You give him $230 million guaranteed.
Fully.
When Deshaun Watson comes back, he's got to play. You guarantee him that money.
And Nick Chubb's,
Why they did that, I don't know.
And Nick Chubb's production has drastically decreased. Drastically.
And I don't get it.
Because they're trying to let Deshaun be the playmaker. And he can't do it right now. It's horrible.
I mean, are they talking to Kellen Moore? Are they asking him, "Hey, what should we do?" Because it sounds like the same thing, the same problem we have.
I have no idea what Stefanski's thinking right now. It's like you had a bell cow. You have a bell cow in Nick Chubb who is leading the league in rushing from week to week. It's him and Jacobs back and forth. The last 3 games with Deshaun have just been absolute mediocrity from that running game from Cleveland.
But I'm saying Cleveland has a good line.
And 2 good running backs. 2.
They have a great backfield with Kareem Hunt and Chubb.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you trying to throw the ball? You throw the ball, play action, run pass option type stuff. You don't try to load up and try to throw the ball 40 or even 30 to 40 times. No, there's no way Deshaun Watson should be throwing the ball more than 25 times a game. Same as that. Deshaun, DeJuan, whatever his name is, he should not be throwing the ball that much.
You seem a little tense right now. You want me to send a gift certificate over for you to get a nice massage or what?
Easy, boys. Easy.
Nah, dude, I don't like people touching me.
Deshaun threw the
not get a
ball.
massage.
Hold on. Deshaun threw the ball 28 times Saturday, and they ran for 33 rushes. I mean, that's good balance. That's good balance.
Jealous?
But no. Dallas had better. Dallas threw it 30 and ran for 41.
Really?
Yeah. That's what they should have won, but they didn't because they're losers.
So Paul, how does it end up?
Oh, here we go. James 35.
No, I'm just. So how does it end up that the last play of the game ends up like that, like how it did?
Are you talking about the pick?
How does it end up like that?
Noah Brown didn't catch the ball. It's that simple. Yeah,
that's simple.
But the other part of it is the other part of it is that the running style for the Cowboys is too finesse. When they want to get cute, they start trying to hit the edges instead of just running between the tackles. It's like pound Zeke in between the 30 to 30, pound Zeke, and then when you get to the red zone, start getting creative, but don't do that when you're on your own 40.
Yeah. I just have a dog in the fight, and I've had one lately because of my fantasy football league. I got Tony Pollard. I'm like, y'all need to run the ball. And then they're like, my girl's like, oh, well, there goes Zeke. I'm like, fuck Zeke.
Well, you want Tony in space. And that's what they try to do by getting him on the edges. But that defense, Okung is too good of a defender to go one-on-one. Him in the open space is a great defender. What you need to do is find the mismatches. And this gets back to my point with Kellen Moore. He just doesn't have situational awareness, and neither does McCarthy. They don't run the ball. They don't run the right play in the time of need. They want to get cute and hit the edges, and it's like, fuck that. What you need to do is pound the ball in between the tackles and let your guards and your tackles eat. Your line is not built for passing. It's built to go downhill. You can have your play actions, but if you're not beating up your defenders for 4 quarters, they're going to be healthy in the 4th quarter. The defensive line will be. And that's the problem with these guys. Kellen Moore, it's like, y'all going to make fun of me, but it's just like Will Smith said in the 80s. Parents just don't understand. Well, Kellen Moore just doesn't understand. He doesn't get it. He cannot surmise that if you run the ball for 4 quarters consistently, your team is in a rhythm, your running backs are in a lather, the defenders are hurt, they've been taken out of their game, and now you can do your little play action and throw the ball over the top to your receivers down the field. And they'll be open because your DBs are biting on the play action. But for some reason, many people can see it, but Kellen Moore, it goes over his head. Wes?
Well, dude, you got Tyron Smith and you got Zach Martin on the same side of the line. at times.
Road great.
And you don't want to run behind that.
Road great.
Because I get that Tyron Smith is not who he used to be, but I guarantee you that dude is still moving folks. You can't tell me that dude still ain't the strongest dude on the field. So you got Zach Martin, you got Tyron Smith on the same side of the ball, and you telling me you can't run the ball that way when you need to? And then you try to go behind your center by outage, and I just don't think that guy's that great. And I think you need to lean towards your side that you're good at, or you need to lean towards the big boy over there, Tyler Smith, because that guy's moving folks. So I'm just saying, it seems like they're not leaning towards their guys on the offensive line at the big times of the game. And then, you know, if you got Hall of Famers and you got Peters, who's a Hall of Famer, I'm not saying this dude can play a full game, but I guarantee you, if he's got rest, he can come in there and he can move some folks for a couple of downs.
Yep.
And they're not leaning on those guys. More is going away from the guys that are the best guys on that line when it counts. You know, so dude,
Wes, is it easy? Is it easy to see? Is it easy for you to see that?
Yeah,
it's easy. It's easy for me. It's easy for me to see it too. And if it's easy for people like us, small mics, what is Kellen Moore looking at? Is he overcomplicating it? Is he overthinking it? Is he maybe trying to do things out of who he is? Maybe, but damn it, you're there. You're paid to win games. You're not paid to get cute. Yeah. You're paid to play call to win games. Period.
And I guarantee you, if they see that happening, what a team's going to start doing? They're going to start leaning towards whenever you see that setup of Smith and Martin over there.
Yep.
And when you get that shot, because they're going to start cheating that way.
Exactly. Play
action, RPO the other way, bootleg, whatever, and things are going to start happening. And also, that's the problem with Dak. He's got to make more plays with his legs. Think about when Dak is trying to make plays with his leg. What percentage of those plays have been good? I guarantee you it's a very high level.
In the first half, he was successful.
Won't do it because he waits too long, and the next thing you know, he can't make the play with his legs. But if he would come around, sometimes he comes around that corner, he wants to get out the pocket, and he's like looking for the pass a little bit too long. I think if he comes around that corner, he comes out of there, and there's nobody over there, run it.
And that gets back to
hit somebody. I'm not saying anything like that. Run it a couple of yards, slide, get it out of bounds. But I know he can get a lot of times in those plays 4 or 5 yards.
We're up,
and
Wes,
he wants to pass it too much.
We're up against it. We got to get out. We got to reset for you. I was trying to cut you out, but you kept going.
I know, man. Why'd y'all bring that up again?
Well, because you don't listen. That's all good, man. We just got to get you. We got to get you at a stopping point. Let's just y'all are too wild. Okay, let's get into it. We need to get to a break. We're about 1 minute away from losing Wes. Let's get into 5 minutes. It is currently 9:05. Let's get back at 9:10. When we get back, for those who enjoy this segment, get off the rails a little bit. Guys, it's the Christmas season, holiday season. Let's talk about some food when we get back.
Yes, sir.
I'm hungry already. Ladies and gentlemen, back in the mix. The Packers are threatening right now. Aaron Rodgers drops back, throws underneath. Man, takes a big hit by Rams defenders. Incomplete pass. They're inside the 10-yard line, James. They're threatening. Aaron Rodgers just rolled out with a big conversion to Mercedes Lewis. Guys, old man out here looking kind of young. Looking kind of young. I'm probably on a delay, but, you know.
About that heart.
You know, Wes, you would know about, guys out here looking young, Can't hear me?
Turn me up. I can't hear y'all.
Is that the hearing aid thing again?
Can you hear?
Yeah, I'm deaf.
Can you
Turn
hear?
y'all up.
Still can't hear, Wes?
A little bit more.
It's as much as we can go.
God damn, dude.
All right, cool.
You
know what, dude?
Are you good? Man, we gotta
That was something else, dude. I'll tell y'all that.
We gotta get a mic check before. I could have swore we did one, but
No, you need to get him those supersonic hearing aids that were on
Supersonic?
sale for an hour that you can get for the elderly 60 and above.
supersonic,
The people that were established in 1980.
supersonic.
Jesus.
First of all, I was born in '76.
Bro,
Anyway,
you're hurting your cause here, my guy. You're hurting your cause.
I don't care, man. Hey, when you get my age, you hope you can look this good.
You're right. I agree, 100%. Aaron Jones across the left side, touchdown, Packers. Field goal's good. 24 to 6. 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Look at James over here feeling right as rain. Hey, Wes, did you win your fantasy football matchup? No, you didn't.
No, I did not because I didn't set my lineup.
Damn right. James, did you win yours?
I don't set my lineup.
What an asshole. Yeah, I did win mine.
That's a good way to get kicked out of a league, just so you know.
What an asshole, dude.
Hey, dude, you know what? I understand that, and I struggle with it because, like, I just forget about it, and next thing I know, I'm excited to watch the games, but I'm like, I forget that I have fantasy football.
It's cool.
It used to be a lot bigger deal to me, man, but I just forget about my teams.
I see what you're saying.
And I'm only in 2 leagues. I used to play a lot of leagues, and I would do all of them.
He's what we call you're a donor, Wes.
You're a multi-leaguer?
You're what we call
I am a donor.
You're a donor. Wes, James, did you win your league, or are you winning currently?
I am winning in the Recon League, and in my other league, I unfortunately was in
Battle for Last.
The Battle for Last. So in that league, I have pretty much sealed the deal. I will be 9th place. I will not be 10th place, last place in my league, and have to do the ice bath challenge.
Ooh, nasty.
Which it don't bother me. I do ice baths every day. So, you know.
Don't bother you?
No, it doesn't bother me.
Word.
Yeah.
When is our league in?
Well, for you, it's already over because you're a loser.
Oh, so playoffs start next week.
The playoffs started this
It's
week,
over.
sir. You
'Cause
had
you're a fucking
the
puñeta.
opportunity. You had the opportunity to take down the number 2 overall team in the league if you would have just set your lineup.
Yeah. Well, dude,
I
like I
took
said,
out.
man,
I took out your nephew. I took out your nephew. He's done. Thank you.
Took out his homeboy.
Thank you for your contribution. Yes, you did. Thank you for your contributions. Y'all are gentlemen and scholars for your donations.
I donated twice. I had to pay for my nephew.
Donation. Oh, I thought it was a trash.
I am broke.
Donation.
Ugh.
What movie, James?
I
Wes.
need a side job. If anybody out there wants to buy me lunch tomorrow, because I'm gonna be eating ramen. Because
whatever, dude.
This guy.
just lost.
Such
Terrible.
Hey, man.
Hey, beggars can't be choosers, my guy.
There you go. All right, gentlemen. That's part of the
I
show.
don't-
Best part of the show. We'll get off the rails a little bit. Anything new this past weekend? I watched 2 Christmas movies. They were the same movie, but different versions. So I watched the animated Grinch, and then I watched the Jim Carrey Grinch. The The
I
Grinch.
hate that, dude.
I love it.
Hate it.
I love that.
hate
I
that
love it.
shit.
I love it.
What?
Love it.
Stupid, dude.
It's so. It is. It is
Say that Jim
stupid.
Carrey Grinch
It's
ain't
so
better?
dumb. Hold on. It's so dumb that it's funny to me because it is so dumb.
You know why I hate it? Because there's people that don't even watch the goddamn movie, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I watched the Grinch," and then they're just like, "Well, the Grinch."
Well, I watched the whole thing.
I know you did, Paul.
Well, there's another movie that I watched this past weekend, and it kind of sparked a little bit of an interest in me,
Oh my god.
but I can't divulge it yet
Okay.
because it's going to be part of course, we always do. We're going to reformulate the question this year about like our favorite movies during Christmas time. So the question is going to be, should we do it now or should we do it tomorrow?
We
We're not going to be here next week.
present the question now, and
Okay, so I need your 5 worst Christmas movies.
okay,
The 5 worst. Yeah,
that you don't like watching.
that you don't like watching.
Okay.
So we'll have
Whatever's
those
on
answers.
Hallmark.
We'll have those answers tomorrow. We'll have those answers for tomorrow's show. We get off the rails a little bit. Anybody watching anything new? Anything exciting? Any documentaries? James?
I'm watching.
He called on me, man. He called on me, dude. Jesus.
Ferocious.
I didn't know we had to raise our hands. I thought we were
Jesus.
grown people.
Yeah, I thought we were grown people. You could recognize when somebody raises their hand. For me,
Ooh, what you sipping on? You sipping on a little cafecito, James?
I started watching Woodstock 99 on Netflix.
Okay. All
It's
right.
it's a 3-episode series. And it totally circles around music that I was into in 1999. Limp Bizkit, Korn, Kid Rock, all that shit. How Woodstock 99 went to shit.
Does it talk about how people were like supposed to get in and get out?
Mm-hmm.
It goes into
It
that?
goes everything.
Oh man, cool.
Everything.
I didn't live it, but I was there when it was like, I was a teenager. I was 16.
Did you want to go?
No. Did
You
not.
did
no,
not wanna
man.
go.
Was that really your top 3 bands that you call out of that?
What?
There wasn't anybody better. I mean, I give you Limp Bizkit. They had a Limp Bizkit.
Hold
Either
on.
jam he had
Before
with,
we get there, Wes, before we get there, James, go ahead and finish.
Yeah, it's so just watching that, and then I've been watching Wednesday. I'm on episode 3.
Okay.
Kind of giving it, giving it a little
Good shot.
break. I'm just kind of like slowly watching.
So is it just you and your lady, or is the family watching?
It's just me.
Okay. All right.
My daughter,
No, I
my
finished
daughter,
that Wednesday. I thought it was pretty good.
Wes, hold on, bro. Hold on. Hold on.
my daughter,
I'm putting it on the Wednesday.
she's 13. She's in love with it. That's like her bread and butter right now. So
Really?
she's like, Dad, you need to watch this. I was like, all right, cool. So, yeah, Jenna Ortega, killed it. There was this, we stumbled across this Little Rascals series on Netflix, Little Rascals 2, and Jenna Ortega she stars in it.
Really?
Yeah, wouldn't recommend it.
It's pretty bad.
It's bad. It's
Like as
really
far as bad acting.
It's really bad. It's bad overall. I'm not saying don't watch it so you can go watch it. I'm literally saying like don't watch it.
It's a struggle to watch.
It's a struggle to watch. But yeah, that's what I'm watching. Yeah, that's what I'm
Wes?
watching.
Nah, dude, I like that Wednesday. The chick they got playing Wednesday, she's pretty funny. She made me laugh quite a few times. I finished the series or the first season. That's it, series, I guess. I hope they come back and do another one. I actually enjoyed it because I remember watching the Addams Family show on Nick at Night, and I enjoyed it. I don't know if I was a big fan of the dad. I'm a big fan of the dad as an actor, but I don't know if I was a big fan of the dad that they picked to play.
You're talking about the actor.
What's his name?
His name?
Luis Guzman.
Thank you. The actor Luis Guzman.
Yeah.
Come on,
But
bro.
I love him as an actor, but I don't know if I loved him as for what's
his
the
name, dude?
dad's name in the series? The Addams Family.
Look at it.
I can't. I'm drawing a blank. Anyway, I just didn't think that he portrayed it as like from the show and
Oh,
the other
Gomez.
movies.
Gomez.
Is the same. Gomez Adams. I don't know if Guzman, like, to me, he didn't look like Gomez Adams of the past, especially of the original show. But I don't know who else you can get in that role. Maybe that's the problem right now. Who would be that person? Because Luis Guzman is a great actor. Like I loved him in so many different roles, in every other role.
So Wes,
I think he did a good job for it, but he didn't look at the role.
Yeah, but Wes, by you saying that, and I will quote you, what you said versus what you just said, that you don't think that the proper role for Gomez was, Luis Guzman, right?
Yes.
Okay. And so people are going to ask you, if you put that statement out there, well, then who do you think would be the proper person to fit that role? That's going to be the question shot right back at you.
Yeah, exactly. True. I mean, I would really have to think about it. Who's your guys out there? Man, that's a tough. I have to think about it.
Come on, that's your specialty.
I mean, who am I looking at, dude? Maybe like the guy from In the Watch,
Okay.
He was in the Watch. He was in the Chips remake. I can't think of his name right now though. You know what I'm talking about? The Hispanic guy from there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? You know his name? He was in the Watch with he was a Hispanic guy, and then he was also in Chips, the remake of Chips movie.
His name is Michael Pena.
Yes. Michael Pena.
I don't think that's the right guy to play that role. But as far as the reason I think they believe they picked Luis Guzman is because if you look at the animated artwork of the latest Addams Family, Luis Guzman is a caricature of that animation. Short, has a small mustache, short hair. To me, he looks like a caricature of that animation. If that's just me. But the guy they could have picked would have been, they could have picked, I don't know, a multitude of dudes. They could have picked let's see. Go ahead, Wes.
I think Phil from what you call it would have been another one of my choices. Phil plays the husband on Modern Family.
Modern Family.
Duffy.
Phil.
Modern Family. Well, it's not Phil Duffy, but yeah, Phil Duffy. His name is a character on the show Modern Family. He's married to Claire. Whatever, I can't think of his name. Jeez, but I think that would have been a good pick too. That guy, I like that guy in that role. Actually, that's who I'm the number one guy for right there. That's who the show went with.
Modern Family. What's his name? Phil Duffy. You said
Ty Burrow.
He is Phil Duffy on the show.
The dude's not number one. He's not Hispanic. Number one.
Ty Burrow.
It was the original guy Hispanic.
I think so. I think they've all been Hispanic.
No, I don't think there was a guy.
How are you gonna have how many actor's name is Gomez and they're not Hispanic?
Because it's acting.
Well, this should go to just because it's acting doesn't mean you can't have different people. That's what you're telling me. Why can't it just be who is intended to play them?
You have black people that play African people all the time. Jamaican. You can't.
Well, what do you black and African? What do you mean?
I'm just saying they don't have to be that nationality to play the role. It's called acting.
Wrong
son.
show. Hey, I'll see you on Wednesday. Wrong show, Wes.
Took this too far, Wes. You took it too far.
That's a
That's
topic.
a- that's
the dark
That's
side
a
of the-
topic for dark side.
That's a topic for dark.
Hey, which I might need a co-host for Wednesday. So, you available?
Should be.
Just to let you know, I'm gonna beat and batter you.
What are you drinking, Wes? Hot chocolate?
Eggnog. Let me find out.
Chocolate,
Word.
hot chocolate.
Word.
Hot chocolate.
Now switching to a little sleepy time tea after that.
So speaking of hot chocolate, the cold weather has come, and we have Christmas coming in about 5 days. What are we, 5 days out?
Mm-hmm.
Something like that, maybe 6. All right, fellas. What's the food situation looking like? What's the platters looking like? You got your supplies ready? I've been building mine.
Ready?
I got my Christmas Chex Mix I already made. Got some peanut brittle. Got the cookies ready to be thrown down. The pie's coming this week.
I'm gonna have to ask AJ about the Chex Mix.
Oh, he turned it down because it's a little too spicy. He said it's too spicy. But maybe I'll send you home with something. You never know.
Okay. We're getting some. We're getting it ready. We're getting it ready. We're gonna be getting together at my brother's house,
Nice.
and we're gonna be doing tamales.
Nice.
Dude, my girl was like, "Dude, you should smoke a turkey," and I got with my brother, and I think I'm gonna smoke a turkey.
You're gonna do it.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't need no tips. I don't need no.
I want to
nothing.
just know how it comes out.
Yeah. The reason I say that, I'm not trying to be an asshole, but the reason I say that is because
You're
I
always
look
an
on YouTube and I got
You got some ideas.
this guy. Dude.
You got some ideas.
I got some ideas.
Man, I'm curious. I've seen a couple of people make smoked turkeys, and I've seen their techniques. But I want to know, like, when you're done, I want you to tell me what you did because I'm curious to see how it comes out.
I might just do a little vlog to it.
That-
You know what
that
I
would be
mean?
cool.
Right? That would be cool.
I would
right?
like that.
Yeah, guide everyone through it and stuff. My first turkey smoke. Why not? Right?
So are you gonna break it up into reels or TikToks, or are you just gonna do like one big
Yeah,
shot?
We'll see.
All right, I like that. I like that. That's cool. I like to hear it. Wes, what about you, man?
Probably nothing. But like when you're smoking a turkey, you're coming at it a lot different than when you're just doing it in the oven or if you're frying it. What, are you marinating it different? Are you looking at what different wood chips?
Wes, tell
that
me
you
this, Wes.
normally-
Tell me this. When's the last time you smoked a turkey?
I don't smoke turkeys.
So
I
you
don't-
never,
no.
so you've never smoked a turkey, is what you're telling me?
I've never smoked a turkey. That's why I'm asking these questions in case I want to do it.
So
So
what
I'm
you're
getting
gonna-
to my idea.
So what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to tune in to the vlog series that what James is gonna produce and put out there, and you'll be able to see those steps. Because if he gives you the content now, you won't go watch it later.
Yeah, I hear you. So I'm just saying, I'm just throwing in my questions. But
What I've seen for me, this is just me. What I've seen people do is they usually have like some kind of tray or platter they put the turkey in, and the secret that I've heard is they use cheesecloth, and they use cheesecloth after they've got enough smoke on the turkey to protect it. And when they're basting the turkey with butter, the butter will seep through the cheesecloth and continue to moisturize that bird while it's in the smoker. So that's food for thought, something to think about. I don't know. I've never smoked a turkey, but the people that y'all don't like me to watch, or y'all think it's corny that I watch with Duck Dynasty.
I'm not doing that.
I'm just saying.
I'm not doing
that's
that.
good.
I'm not
You
doing
had
that.
it in your
I'm not
eye.
doing that.
I
I'm
saw
not doing
you.
that. I'm
I
not
saw
doing that.
that
I'm not
look in
doing
your
that.
eye. It was twinkling, and you were like, "That sounds like a good idea."
I'm not
and then
doing
when
that.
I brought
I'm
it
not
up,
doing that.
just
I'm not
so
doing
I
that.
could get it and ruin your day, I said, "Let me just put Duck Dynasty on it so he doesn't use it." And I knew that would be your downfall, sir, because I just wanted to see if you would agree
That's
or
fine.
disagree.
That's fine. I'm not doing that.
Thank you very much.
I'm not doing that.
what in the world?
I'm not doing that.
Anyway, I still have some other
Wes,
questions, though, about-
Wes, if you are cooking for your family at Christmas, are you following any recipe off of duckdynasty.com?
Yeah, probably. I don't know. I mean, probably not.
Haters.
I
Hell
think I have-
no.
No, yeah, probably not. Because I think I have enough friends that I can go to before Duck Dynasty, especially that,
Damn.
You're talking about Louisiana.
Soto shot at
it's
Paul.
different.
Damn. Paul has friends.
cool.
Paul has friends.
It's all good.
Soto
Oh.
shot. I saw that little
But-
jab there, Wes.
It's all right.
You got to get it through.
Hey, you know what?
I have friends. Hey, listen.
You can hate me now.
He said, I have friends. Damn.
I have enough friends
I wanna-
to go to them before he ever goes to anybody in Duck Dynasty. Before I ever think of taking an ounce of information. I got friends. Okay, Garth Brooks, you got friends.
Y'all literally just take these things. I can't. I say one word and y'all take these things and y'all just go wherever.
Because it's
No,
funny.
but really, I was getting into some more details about smoking a turkey. Like, how many times are you gonna have to, I guess, keep it moist, or are you shooting butter in it? Like, just some questions like that.
Yeah, for sure, man. Tune into the vlog to
I'm
find out.
interested. I'm very interested.
I am gonna shoot a vlog, definitely.
Because I feel you just can't be like, oh, I'm gonna smoke a turkey, throw it out there, I'm a smoker, and just be done with
Yeah,
it.
this
You
is
definitely.
literally my.
I mean, you gotta marinate preseason, all that kind of stuff, right?
Hey, Wes. It's literally my first time doing a turkey. I'm gonna try and do it great. It might end up the best of all time.
Tell me,
Well,
James.
hey,
Is it gonna be
I hope
James?
so.
Is it gonna be?
It's gonna be the greatest turkey in the history of turkeys.
Is it gonna be big, James?
It's gonna be huge.
Huh?
It's gonna be huge.
Huge.
Ooh, how many hours do you gotta smoke a turkey?
That's a good question.
What size
You'll
you doing?
find out when you watch the vlog.
Yeah, damn. Always trying to get
These are
shit for
these are
free.
good
I mean,
questions.
what size
these
you
are
do?
these are good questions, so that if anybody's curious, Wes, if anybody's curious on what they can expect or get
Yeah.
into, it's good questions.
And you can go subscribe to my YouTube channel right here in that little thing right there. You type that into YouTube. And
Your
you can-
handle.
yeah, right there, the handle.
Oh, hey, one thing that I'm watching that's new is I'm doing they just came out another season of Last Chance U basketball.
Okay.
Yeah, so
What's-
I'm checking that out.
What's
Because I like those kind of sports documentaries.
what school are they following?
It's is it East LA?
Oh,
I want to say
really?
it's a junior college in East LA.
Oh, okay.
They followed them the last season. I want
Mhm.
to say last year, the last season, and it ended pretty sad because it was the COVID year, and they're literally on the bus ready to go play for the Final Four,
Mhm.
for junior college basketball, and they get the phone call, it's canceled because of COVID, and
Rough.
this was like that coach's first time to get that far, and he's a really good guy. Like, he's an intense coach,
Mhm.
but like, as from the football seasons, those coaches,
Right.
this guy doesn't cuss. He's as intense. He gets mad at them and all this kind of stuff, but the guy never cusses.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, and it took me a while to realize it, because he says it like a few shows into the first season. And I was like, really? And then you think about it, like, wow, he does it. Because the three coaches from the football, those dudes, man, it was every other word was a cuss word, especially when they were mad.
Yeah, no doubt.
But it's always interesting, just because you're seeing guys that are good athletes, but messed up somewhere, and then trying to get a shot to go back that way. And I felt like I was one of those guys, and I didn't go the right way. I went the other way.
That's what I was going to ask you was, do you see a lot of yourself in a lot of these players?
Oh yeah.
100%?
Oh yeah, big time. Yeah, because it was because they're telling, especially with the football ones, when they're talking to these guys that just don't want to go to class, and that's the biggest problem is they don't want to go to class. They don't want to do the work, and, they keep telling us like, dude, if you just give like 20% in the classroom and just sit up front, ask questions, ask the teacher for help, you'll get through it. And that was just like my biggest problem is just like, but you live, you learn, you figure it out.
No doubt. 9:42. Let's start putting a bow on this bad boy. Week 16 coming up in the NFL. We have bowl games all week. Today was the Myrtle Beach Bowl, instant classic. Marshall taking on, I believe, I can't think off the top of my head. I believe Marshall won that game today, but I could be wrong. I think there's two bowl games tomorrow leading up throughout the week. The Alamo Bowl featuring the University of Texas Longhorns will be coming up on the 29th. Christmas around the corner. New Year's within sight. Gentlemen, it'll be 2023. For James, you and I, we've been at this bad boy going on 3 years, 2 years. It's been a minute. So we've been doing this a while. Wes.
It's starting to become a blur.
Wes joined us 6 months after we kicked off. And
Fuck him.
y'all, you two love each other and you know it. Y'all just talk mad-ish.
Fuck him.
That's what brothers do. I know.
I never loved it, Jay.
I know.
Hell yeah, Wes, love you, brother.
You two one day.
I love Jay.
One day.
Hey, I'm just waiting on you to come down to the land where we can take you around and do a live show.
But here's the thing. And right now it's not looking very good. But if there's a certain team that lands in a certain game, it'll be time for West to pay the piper. But right now it doesn't look like that's going to happen. So no need to worry about that for now. Yeah, it is laughable, 100%. Right now it's laughable the way things are going. But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to. We're gonna have some downtime coming up. We'll have a show tomorrow. Get our picks in. There's no change of the crown. The crown stays where it's gonna be. But remember, you can get your crown. Wes can display his crown because what happens in the playoffs? We all go to 0, and it starts right back over.
I haven't gotten the package yet.
That's right. You have to earn.
no.
You have to earn.
Push.
You have to earn your crown. You have to earn it.
I remember that. First week of the playoffs. I remember
Oh,
that.
if you get it, it's in the mail.
No, you're going to give me that.
No,
yes, you are.
You don't want
yes,
this
you
one.
Are.
This one's tainted. This is tainted with winner's essence. And with winner's essence, stays here, my boy. Stays here. Thank you very much. But I want you to have yours, Wes. I want you to bedazzle yours with Dallas Cowboys nonsense. I want to see a Green Bay Packers bedazzling on your end. It's preloaded with green and gold, or with gold. So all you got to do is add the green.
Hey, they know where the championship colors lie.
I totally understand, but, winner's essence. Longest reigning, defending PRS show king.
That's fine.
That's about all I got.
That's fine.
It's been a heck of a show, gentlemen. Thank y'all so much. Shout out to all the people in the chat. We had Lucky. We had Carla. Shout out to Papa Romeo. Anybody else in there?
Sanchez.
Shout out to to S. Sanchez.
King James. King James.
Shout out to King James. I think West Washington put something in there. We got a shout out to the in-studio guests at the what are we calling you? The WW Studios? WW Studios
no shout out to the in-studio guest.
In-studio guest was tremendous. He was fun. He was insightful, and he's cheering for the show. Got to give Prep mad love. He is welcome anytime he feels he wants to come be a part of the show. He is a shout out to the fans, #1 people in our hearts. We appreciate y'all so damn much. Wes, James, tell the people what they need to hear.
Holidays are upon us. You guys remember what the holidays are about? They're about giving. It's not about getting, although you
can bless my Cash App if you want to. Hit me in the DMs. I'm just kidding. That sounds horrible,
Bless
dude. Hey guys, I love each and every one of you guys. Thank y'all for whoever watches the show. That's the reason that I'm here. Yeah, one love.
Wes?
Just mainly, man, just check on your people, man. You never know who's having a rough time
Facts.
or struggling with anything. But check on them, just say hello, because you never know if you just say what's up, hey, how you been, whatever. Maybe that might turn that person's day around. And as for the in-studio guest, it's Carla's friend, Nasty Boy. So blame Carla for this rude guest.
Shout out.
Damn, doxing people again.
Nah, he just gave out a handle.
You don't learn.
It's all right. He's big nasty, so it don't matter. Let's go ahead and let's get that outro music. Let's see if it works. Hey, shout out to the Roadcaster. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate y'all watching as usual. Thank y'all so much. Thank you for enjoying the content. If you like it, please hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the bell and subscribe. We'll let you know when we go live and when we post. As always, love yourself and love your neighbors. We appreciate it. See you tomorrow.
I wish I could just hug you.